Turner with the farm at Spring Creek in East Tennessee, and I am going to show you today how we make our chili with our grass-fed beef that we raise out here. Okay, the first step for browning the grass-fed beef is to add a little bit of olive oil because the grass-fed beef tends to be really lean, so we just need to add a little bit of that to the pot just to give it a little extra help so it doesn't stick. And so I'm going to put that in the pot with oil. My oil has already started to heat up a little bit here. And I'm just gonna brown that with a little bit of, you can use salt and pepper. I use Tony Chachere's, it's Creole seasoning. I use it in place of salt and pepper, but you certainly can use salt and pepper to brown the ground meat with. A pound of ground beef should feed 4 to 6 people. I'm doubling this recipe, so I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef, and that should be enough to feed our whole family a big pot of chili. The other ingredients that I'm going to be using are petite diced tomatoes. These are actually home canned whole tomatoes from our garden, but I've cut them up. And we have French onion soup that my mother-in-law makes. She also cans that, and beef broth, which we make from our soup bones from our beef. So that I've mixed these two things, beef broth and French onion soup. Also, we have chili beans. We're gonna do a can of chili beans for a pound of ground beef. And I'm gonna use a little bit of Crystal hot sauce. You can use any hot sauce, but I'm from Louisiana and Crystal is definitely the hot sauce of choice. And we're gonna use chili blend, chili powder. This one is a chili blend. It has some other things like oregano and garlic powder in it. We use Morton's chili blend for that. Now that the meat's browned, I'm gonna add the chili powder, and I'm just gonna pretty much coat the top. This chili recipe is super easy, and it does not have a lot of steps. So I'm just gonna put that in here and let it fry off with that for just a minute with the chili powder on. And then I'm pretty much just gonna dump the rest of the ingredients and let this cook down. So this has cooked off with the chili powder on it, and I am going to dump the remaining ingredients in here, and I'll start with my beef broth and French onion soup so I can kind of deglaze the bottom of that pan as it gets in there. And I just add them all at one time, give it a good stir, and let it cook down. So now that I've stirred this, I'm just gonna let it come back to a nice rolling boil, and once it does that, I'm gonna reduce it to low, medium low, and let it cook down for about an hour. And it is done, and it smells delicious. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the bowl, and we are ready to eat. Don't forget, it goes well with cornbread, and cornbread made in cast iron, there is not much better than that.